when he took photograph with other PDP governors in Oyo State, and all of a sudden you say you are no longer interested in the
PDP.
party, in PDP. That speaks that speaks of a leader who I don't want to use the word not serious, but if you truly a party person, you should be able to believe in the ability of your party. Resigning from the PDP at this odd hour is just lack of sensitivity. That is insensitive from the governor, Doyediri, and also this would have been, if at all you wanted to resign, because you knew from day one that you will not be in the
It shouldn't
PDP
be
for
this
long.
time.
It shouldn't be at this particular time when the PDP is
Needs you the most. Yes.
is trying to gather momentum ahead of the 2027 general election. If at all Doyediri would have wanted to resign, he would have resigned maybe at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
At the beginning of the year, or even after the
convention. Yes.
After the convention, maybe next year, you would have just tendered your resignation. But you resigning barely a month to the party's national convention in Ibadan. It is I don't know what to call it. Our leaders, I don't know if they act with conscience or they act without conscience these days, based on the spate of defection that has been going on in the party. Well, Obi said that according to Obi, where is that story? Okay, in a statement released by his media aide, Obi explained that Nigeria was currently a democracy, not under military rule, where states could be captured. According to him, the people will ultimately decide where to go, not governors or senators, and no party will capture or win any state just because it has a government. Well, this Obi might be right in what he's saying, but in reality, Nigeria, like I said yesterday, Nigeria is gradually gravitating to a one-party state. If virtually more than half of the governors, more than half of the 36 state governors in the country are defecting to the ruling All Progressive Party, what do you want to say concerning that?
The PDP.
What do you want to say? Nigeria is gradually gravitating to a one-party state, and the earlier for the people to realize, the better for the country. The earlier for those in the opposition party to make sure that it's because the earlier for them to realize, the better for democracy in this country, because the Tinubu's administration is not making democracy healthy at all. Now, competition is lost when it comes to election.
Yes.
All the prominent people are now shifting to the ruling party. All the vibrant opposition leaders that we had before. Doyediri was a very vibrant PDP person. During the Buhari administration, and even during the current administration before he decided to decamp to the APC. Doyediri was a very, very vibrant. He contested his second term under PDP and he won. He won in the last governorship election. So I don't know what the PDP is doing. I don't know the plans other opposition parties are doing to make sure that they redeem the image of democracy in this country, because as it is right now, if the APC continue with this attitude, attitude of ensuring that every governors move towards their party,
yes.
I don't know what democracy. I doubt if there will even be election in this country again. I doubt, because of the way things are going.
Okay, listeners, let's move to the next headline. I think we've talked about Bayelsa. We've talked about that.
So let's take this one.
Let's take this. We won't negotiate with bandits, says
Katsina governor.
Katsina governor. Sorry, rather.
Page 33.
On page 33.
Yes. This is
okay. Katsina Governor Diko Rada of Katsina State has retaliated that his administration will not negotiate with bandits. Bandit terrorism, part of the state, but remain open to genuine peace initiative. Rada stated this yesterday while inaugurating 100 additional members of the community watch corps in Katsina. It recalls that when the Sea Watch initiative was launched about 2 years ago, the government was in uncharted territory. The learning curve was steep and the uncertainty was high. He said we were a new administration with the
arduous task of bringing peace and security to many parts of the state. The only thing I was certain about was my administration determination to end banditry. Okay, quickly let us make comment on that. Well, the state governor, the Katsina state governor, Katsina is a former state, is a state where the former president came from, Muhammadu Buhari. So Katsina state governor Diko rather has said that he will not negotiate with bandit. It is not whether you want to negotiate with bandit or not, because over the years, when bandits capture, kidnap people, because during the administration of the late president Muhammadu Buhari, we had several cases. We had several time where bandits, go into secondary school, where bandits go into primary school and kidnap kids.
Yes.
Now, after that, we hear that so amounts of people have been, have regained their freedom, but the government didn't tell us if monies were actually paid to these kidnappers or not, to these bandits or not, because we want to believe that something would have gone under the table. Something would have gone under the table. And the governor, yes, of course, he's right to say that he will not negotiate with bandits. But do you have the capacity? Do you have the capacity to make sure that you end banditry in your state? Despite it, of course, America will always say that we don't negotiate with terrorists. Okay, America will always say that because they have the capacity. They have the manpower, they have the weapon, they have everything that they will need to take down terrorists, in their own territory. But here in Nigeria, the case is different. Despite the fact that government might be boasting that we don't negotiate with terrorists, governors might be boasting that we don't negotiate with terrorists, but over the years, how have you been able to curb, insecurity in the country? Okay, how have you been able to curb insecurity in your state? Yes, you can be right to say that you don't negotiate with terrorists, with bandits. But the most important thing is, are you capable, of confronting these guys who have more ammunition, more than the security agencies? Do you have the capacity? Do you have the manpower? Do you have the weapon? Do you have anything at all that will make sure, that will ensure that you bring down terrorism or banditry in your state?
Country, yes,
because I want to see his comments here as just boasting. This man is just boasting because when you say something and people hear you and they will say, oh, do you have the capacity? So I want to believe that yes, he's right to say that he doesn't negotiate with terror, with banditry. But what do you want to do to make sure that you end banditry in your state? That is the most important thing that people want to know. We don't care if you negotiate or if you don't negotiate. How are you making sure that insecurity in your state has reduced minimally, drastically from how you met it when you came into power in 2023? So Lagos, that is how far we can take this morning here on the review on the front page of our newspaper. If there's I don't see if there's any other story. Okay, I think we've touched all we're able to touch this morning here. All right, stay tuned, Lagos. Stay tuned, listeners and our viewers here on Overt Radio. This is still the breakfast show. We will be back. This is 25 minutes gone past the hour of 8 o'clock. 8:30. We will be back with current affairs analysis.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.